Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on this walk on King Street. I'm at King in Bathurst in Toronto on an amazing sunny day in May. It's the first really warm day in May that's like you barely need a jacket. I'm going to put the date in the video at the end. We're heading on King Street. Apparently there's no traffic allowed on this street, so except essential, construction vehicles, deliveries, and streetcars. So the traffic is a bit lighter. So if the traffic looks light, probably because of that. And King Street is the east-west street in Toronto. Towards the south of the city. It's a pretty major street and has the streetcar tracks on it. I like this shot with a CN Tower. These Toronto streetcars are incredible color red. They're very photogenic color. They could have been any other silly colors, but they didn't used to be super red. The buses had some red accent in them, but not completely red. But the full-on red color makes them very photogenic in photographs. It's a good idea. Whoever came up with that idea was fantastic. It just sets the whole scene amazing for photos, and I'm sure they weren't thinking of that, or maybe they were. It makes a big difference for tourists. They take pictures and makes the city a lot more colorful and exciting. See, everybody's wearing shorts. Everybody's wearing shorts. Okay, this is Portland. I'm actually going to make a video going north on Portland, probably from King. I found that this street is I used to come to this street quite a bit in the 2000s, and I noticed this major constructions going on in it, and they're tearing out a lot of the old buildings. So it'd be a cool place to go and observe. Here it's Portland. We're gonna do a detailed urban hike through it. Maybe we can run across this red light quietly. Here we are. The traffic is pretty low. This street looks like it was developed pretty early. There's a lot of newer buildings. Lee Valley is here. The hobby woodworking tool store. Okay, let's see what this. The Cake Steakhouse. Oh, look back on that. Almost fell backwards in a little pot, little curve. Wow, that's a big site. Look at that. These guys are trying to deliver something, looks like. Wow, that's some serious action there. Oh, it's windy, which is really good because I'm a little bit overdressed for I'm wearing a jacket. I really don't need a jacket, but I do like wearing jackets. It gives me extra pockets for me to hold all my gear, so the wind is very welcoming. Look at that. Oh, they're keeping the old, that's good. They're keeping the old building facade to remind everybody what the place used to look like. Look at that shot. That'd be an interesting shot. The trick is to get CN Tower to be not in the wires. But anyway, short-term lease. This place is closed. There used to be a... It looks like a restaurant, maybe? I don't know. Everybody's out. This is King and Brand Street. They are having fun here. I'm going to walk back and I may see if I can take some pictures of the construction if I'm on the other side. Oh, this area is really... Look at that. It's a very interesting... Oh God, as soon as I came in, that guy pulled over in the truck. That's okay. I preferred if there was a clean street. Oh, he's moving now. Haha, too late. It always happens like that. Sometimes you're lucky when you go to take a picture, it works, and sometimes as soon as you're trying to take a picture, the whole story falls apart because you're too late. Oh, Patagonia is here. Clothing store, outdoors. I'm not a big fan of their stuff. I don't know. I'm sure their gear is very good, but I don't like the color combination of their clothes. They're expensive, yeah, but they're technical clothing. I don't like that company's sense of color coordination. If that's, you can see, you know, blue and orange and purple, and it just aesthetically is not my type of color design. A little look back on, yeah, the street is really empty. It's these are all, I guess, restaurants, right? There should be patio for restaurants. This board is coming apart. Yeah, this like yeah, these are all looks like restaurants that are had their little patios for regular days, I think, because the patios are built pretty tough. I think it was a patio lunch area, restaurant, village, kind of a tourist thingy. But and I guess that's why they closed it to traffic, so that people could sit on the street. You see. So we are. This guy is rollerblading. Catch a rollerblader. I have the camera attached to my body, so when my head turns around, sometimes my body doesn't turn around. I mean, that's a good thing, I suppose. So I find when I watch the videos, I'm looking to the side, like I'm looking to my left, and you're not seeing this. But I am, so I'm talking about things that are off camera, so I gotta be careful not to do that. Let's check out this area. This is King and Bathurst. Flight Center. Wow. Let's go a little bit further. Got 20 seconds to cross this massive street. Get the streetcar coming right on my tail. Got 10 seconds. Whew. We just made that in time. We would have been streetcar dinner otherwise. This street would be good to ride a bike on. Because there's no traffic on it, no cars, huh? You can go fast behind a streetcar and drag. Use their, have the streetcar pull you across. draft behind a streetcar in Toronto. Very nice. Wow, those are a couple of old houses stuck between this new place and a CN Tower setup. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how well this photo is going to turn out. The lighting is very harsh for photography today, but on video it kind of looks kind of dramatic, and you know, a lot of the shadows you don't see the detail in the shadows. And like I said before, this is what I call the tourist hour. You know, tourists get up, you know, they'll end up to a kind of an interesting spot when they're on a vacation, probably between noon to 2, 3 o'clock, and the light usually isn't great. You want to photograph on a cloudier days. This used to be Mountain Equipment Co-op, didn't it? Was it? I don't know. Looks like it. Yeah, it was. So that's how they moved. So I don't know. Yeah, it was. Oh. Kitchen stuff. Wow, this used to be Mountain Equipment Co-op a couple of years ago. Okay. And I guess those are all new. There used to be a shop here called Eurobound. It's like in one of these buildings. It's all changed. Wow. Oh, wow. That guy had a lanyard for his mask. Did you see? He had a lanyard, so he would attach his mask to his lanyard. Look at this. This is pretty tall buildings. So these are all what's gone in place of. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't been in this area for many years. Probably, I don't know. We can cross. Sky Dome is to my right over there, Peter Street. I don't know what they call it nowadays, but we used to call it Sky Dome. Toronto likes to change the name of all the landmarks all the time, right? Yeah. They changed the name of everything. They changed the amphitheater from Molson Canadian to Budweiser Canadian. The Maple Leaf Gardens, they changed that to Loblaws Gardens. Just, you should keep your history intact a little bit. You know, at least a kind of non-controversial story anyway. You know, like it's a building. It's called it's a sports stadium. It's no big deal. You don't need to change it. That's a cool shot. And the Sky Dome was named after the, supposedly people of Ontario. People submitted names, and they picked this one. We were going to call it a Raptors Stadium because at the time, dinosaurs were super popular. Everything was about dinosaurs. Because a dinosaur movie that came out, and all the names I remember had something to do with dinosaurs. And they picked up Sky Dome, which is, I thought it wasn't that exciting. But it's probably better than calling it a dinosaur species. But they changed it anyway to some other kind of name right now. How dark is that? That's a pretty dark area because of the sun is not hitting the building. But I'm going to do a photograph. I need a streetcar in a shot. Please, streetcar, come by. Okay. I still have time to exposure just. It's a little bit dark, but that's good. Do one more with a little bit. I like the people going inside, right? Maybe. Cool. This is King Street. This King Street. Oh, there's interesting. There's a Oh, the Nolans. Oh, I was wondering why this guy's got a piano hanging off the door. We're going to get to it in a minute. Hold on. Don't panic. Uh-oh. It's for lease. That's not good. That used to be a pretty interesting jazz bar, Nolan's. And it says for lease. It was a kind of an interesting music, small bar, jazz bar kind of a idea. And I went there a few times back in the 90s. People are wondering, how old is this guy? 70s, 90s? Oh, look at that. Sicilian Tower, huh? Very interesting. That's cool. While we're waiting for a light, we'll do a look back. I can't see you. Some major construction going on, and we can go. Wow. Every street. There's construction on every street. Oh my God. It's crazy. Every street I turn on, they're building a tower. It's amazing. You can tell this lady's out for a walk, exercise. You know, she's got her mask on. Everything. This is a theater here. She works hard for the money, he says. Prince of Wales, is it? Yeah, it is. Prince of Wales, the theater. Not much into theaters or anything like that. You know, I'm not sure. Just I've seen a few, but not a huge super fan. Like I don't have to see every theater. Wow, you know. Wow, the wind is picked up. Can you feel it? Wow, what happened? Times like this, you are happy you have your jacket on. Alright, so King Street. This is a King Street. Okay, they built this. Wow, see? There's another set of construction going on here. Oh my God. Almost every side street, they're building a tower. Wow. Wow. All right. I'm going to cross the street and do a look back on King Street from the middle. It's good there's no cars here. You can do that. But you can do it. You can do it. So this is... What's the next street? Oh, I'm glad I came this way so we can catch a shot of this old building, Royal Alexandra. All of these old theaters and old buildings are covered, like behind them are just towering buildings that goes on forever. What is this? Wow. Very nice. We are here. Who knows what the name of this what the name of this is. It used to be called something. It doesn't matter anymore what it is. We used to come here on bike here, jump off of these things. No idea what this is. What's this called now? But this is a cool shot. That's a cool shot. Maybe a photograph. Maybe a photograph here of this situation. Yeah. Yes, maybe. Yeah, like this. Very blue skies. The skies are very blue, huh? It's nice. Not a big fan of blue skies in photos. No, definitely not. No. It's very... wow. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I'm gonna have to Tina. Tina, are you there? Do you remember this ledge? We used to ride our bikes all the way along this ledge and jump off of there. Wow. But the seats weren't here. I guess they just had to ruin the whole ledge. I'm calling out people by name in the video now. It's like it's like a live thing. But yeah, we used to, I guess 2004, 5, 6, we used to bike, a bunch of us in Toronto. We used to bike all over the city and jump over everything we saw in our way. And this was one of the popular. I like this. It kind of feels high, but it's not that high because the other side is, you can fall on the bushes if you screw up. You're not actually falling all the way down there. But kids do public stunts on bikes and skateboard at their own risk. Don't take advice of an old street photographer to jump off the walls. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this one. That's a cool shot of a... Very nice. That's cool too. We got the CN Tower. Oh, it's still called Royal Thompson Hall, this thing. I thought for sure they're going to call it something else. It's amazing they kept the name. Should have called it something else. Like Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's Hall or something like that. They used to call everything after the big corporations back then when it was beer stores and, telephone and cable companies. But now the social media companies are going to be the biggest ones. You got to call them by the name. Mark Zuckerberg's Theater. Apple Theater. Apple Theater is kind of be like, you have to call it like by the name of the CEO. Jack Dorsey Stadium. Yep, I warned you guys. That's not a bad name, Jack Dorsey Theater of Arts Stadium, 50,000 people strong. Oh, this is a subway, St. Andrews subway. Let's not go in the subway. This is University Avenue. Wow, I'm having fun on this walk. Wow, that guy was real racing. Where should we go? We're going to go a little bit further. Let's check it out a bit further. And we're going to go on this side. I think it's sunnier that side. Let's stay in the sun, get some vitamin D. We're not screwing around anymore, people. We're not screwing around anymore. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I try to fast forward the wait there. Might be too long. Wow. So I guess next stop would be Bay, right? After university, we're going to get to Bay. How long is this video? Oh my God. I don't know. It's getting long. But you know what? We're going to have a long video. I've been doing a couple of short videos. I did a drive around High Park the other day. I enjoyed that video and I enjoyed the drive, but I'm not crazy about the light. It's a bit very soft. The light's too soft, too cloudy. I like it a little bit in the videos. I like to play around with lighting. I'm a big fan of light. I like light. Everything to me is about light. I don't care about cold or warm or just about light. And different light creates different looks and feels for everything. So that guy's new too. skyscrapers, huh? Everything is. We're gonna run across the street. We're gonna time lapse the traffic light. Boop, boop, pop, pop, pop. Yeah, everything to me is about light. Light creates the mood of everything. And this is a totally different feel to this lighting walking. It's very Toronto, super blue skies. When I first came to Toronto from England, we hardly had blue skies. It was always cloudy. When I came to Canada, it was in January too. So, you know, January, it's always sunny, blue skies. And it was just like every time it was a sunny day, I'd run out and start taking pictures in the city. Exactly like what I'm doing now. Oh, this is where that white building is. I call it Bank of Montreal building. I don't know what it's called now. And I kept photographing everything because it was blue. I kept walking on streets and take pictures. And, you know, you had to process the film, and like $7, $8, $15 to process. And I was like, wow, it's sunny every day. I can't be taking pictures every day. I've pretty much been to all of these tall buildings because of photography. I had clients in these buildings, and I used to park. And the parking, well, I remember the parking in these buildings was very difficult. You had to, you know, find the right place and just make sure you get in the right door. And you had to. I had a lot of photography gear also. And look, they put these weren't here before. They put these so you can't drive into the building. This is sign of the times. None of these were here back in, I'd say 2000s. Nothing was here. Oh, there's concretes over there too. Yeah. So they've got this thing because it's the tallest building in Toronto. Is it? Possibly one of them. Let's do a look up. So that's probably they just headed to with barriers on it. We are in the core of the city, financial district. Oh, that's a nice Canadian flag against the black sky. That Canadian flag's been there. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? There. That's a pretty interesting shot of a Canadian flag. It's been there. Flagpole's been there for years. I must have photographed it a few times. Super close, empty here. This is on a Monday. Today is a Monday, probably noon or something, like afternoon. Right now, this place should be just packed with the audience. By audience, I mean, you know, people who are grabbing lunch and running from office to office. This place should be packed, full house. But as you can see, not a lot of people here. Okay, this is Bay Street. Bay Street. I'm going to head right and play around in this courtyard. I'm going to end the video close by here. 9 minutes to escape. Doom, 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 doom. Yep. So that's a continuation of Bay, and Yonge Street would be just ahead there. Hot air coming out of. Wow. So anyway, I'm going to go a little bit further and see what's this place, how empty this place is. Well, thanks for joining me for this exciting walk downtown to the core of the financial district in Toronto. If you like my content, add and subscribe and ring my bell. There's a song that's called Ring My Bell. Anybody knows that song? I want to see how old the audience is. Ring My Bell, song by who? Who sings that song? Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you like, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Out.